finished a run from all along EDSA, from Caloocan all the way here to Pasay. Together with James Deacon, June Palafox, and Brandon Vera, mga kaibigan ko, to talk about traffic.
Break a leg?
Planning namin para iwasan na ito. Sa kaming pasay. Ilan ba yan?
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel my TV show with less than this. I mean, seriously. Things are all
7.
That doesn't include what's outside.
And that's plus the outside.
This guy's got 2 in 1 stick, huh?
Shall we? Gentlemen, shall we attack the traffic?
And to see what can be done, and to see what are the problems that everybody encounters on traffic, and what are the possible solutions. One of the most frustrating things about traffic in Manila is that, you know, when you get to the source of the problem, it always comes down to, di na naman nagbigayan.
Yes, that's true. We solve, I would think, 50% of our traffic just addressing 2 things: obstruction and corruption.
You're supposed to be enforcing it. If you're the traffic enforcer, right, you look for the one who has violated whatever the rules have been, so, or under whatever the rules are. So there's not, the thing is like something like for buses. I think marami kaming napag-usapan, and I think much of it will be useful. I hope that it will become a reason for policies to be created and to be changed, so that this problem that all of us suffer from will be much better in the future.
Jump in the
training.
What do you fit in that bed?
Opo, pinagawa para sa akin.
Look long enough for you.
No, we did it just like perfect sa akin.
Nagutom ako sa t-shirt mo ah. Sige po. Ito yung champion natin.
Bodyguard lang nila.
Ganun ba? Okay. Ako sabi ko, hindi pa ako nagkakusag. Masakit yata yung noodles pa.
Hindi ko alam kung anong explanation. Ako siyempre para sa akin, I'm just so flattered. Pagka nagpapapicture sa akin, isipin mo yung tao na gusto mo magpapicture sa'yo. That's parang napakalaking compliment yun eh. I don't know kung bakit. Baka naalala pa nila yung panahon ng aking ama, baka meron tayong naitulong sa kanila, baka naman sa aking pananalita, meron silang nag-agree sila sa akin. I don't know. I really don't know. Kaya't tama pa rin siguro yung aming pag-iisip na lalo na sa politika, the best politics is performance. So that's what I've been trying to do, to perform well. Sana naman ay nakikita naman ng tao yan. Pag wala pang lumabas na picture dyan sa dami nito, wala.
Baka yung asawa niyo.
Oh! Nice move!
Ayan, ha?
Ang bilis ng pasok! Ang bilis pumasok! Look at the way he went. He came in fast.
He's out. He's out.
That's his shoulder through. Boom! Classic shoulder through.
Pero wala. Talo daw sila sa Ilocana eh.
Sa Ilocana? Ilocana, it won't get to that point.
No, it's just...
In San Fernando, La Union,
Yeah.
there's a stretch of beach there.
Okay.
Where all of these German types who have worked in the Philippines came to retire. And they set up these little bars by the beach. And I was walking down that beach, and what did I see?
I thought this guy must have been about as big as you. German
guy.
with a beard like this. And this little Ilocano woman. and the guy was just like this. The girl came down the gate about here. With his beard, couldn't even
Like
bring
a
his
little
beard.
boy.
I said, okay, that's the Ilocano woman.
Later on, we'll be going to the premiere of a film about the Mama Sapano massacre and the SAF 44. Up to now, although with President Duterte, he has recognized the sacrifice and the heroism of those that fell in that operation, we are still trying to discover what exactly happened and how it happened so that this sort of catastrophe does not happen again. To now, we do not know exactly all the circumstances surrounding what happened. Unfortunately, the cases that were filed, yung arraignment yung hindi man siniputan ni former president. So, again, although as the title says, they are fallen, they are not forgotten, we have to keep remembering as I said, the sacrifice that the fallen 44 had made, and we have to learn finally, once and for all, what happened, what were the causes behind this terrible tragedy, so that we can avoid that in the future. Nung bago nagkaroon ng Mama Sapano massacre, noon hindi nila iniisip yun. Sa Mindanao naman yan, hindi naman kami maapektuhan yan. Ganun ang attitude ng tao. Hindi mo naman talaga masisip because iba naman ang kanilang iniisip. Nung nangyari yun, sabi nila, may katumbas pala ito na meron yung nangyari sa BBL. Ba't nangyari ito? Kaya nga may peace process Kaya tayo gumagawa ng mga iba't ibang paraan para maging maayos ang problema sa Mindanao. Nang sa ganun, hindi na kailangan lumaban ng mga pulis natin. Hindi na kailangan lumaban ng mga sundalo natin. So ganun ang naging dynamic doon. We were hoping because that's why we had thought that the complete truth would come out, because right now it has always been bits and pieces. Hindi mabuo-buo yung storya kung ano ba talagang nangyari, kung bakit nangyari ito, sinong nagkulang. We have a good idea about some of the gaps, especially in the command, in the chain of command. But again, it's still not clear how this came about, and the families of those that had made the supreme sacrifice will never get any closure until those facts are made known to everyone. Sinasabi ko, isa sa naging pagsakripisyo ng 44 na SAF ay yung para dalhin sa taong bayan ang importansya ng ginagawa ng peace process sa Mindanao. At unfortunately, hindi nga natapos, kaya't nangyari yung uprising naman sa Marawi. Hanggang ngayon, kaya napaka-importante itong peace process kahit na hindi natuloy yung BBL at hindi pa tapos dito sa version ni Pangulong Duterte, kailangan hindi natin tigilan yan dahil ganito nga ang nangyayari. Nagkakalabanan, magkapa-Pilipino ay nagpapatayan. Yan ang pinakamasakit sa lahat na na pagmasdan ng kahit sino mang kapwa Pilipino.
This is the first time that it is very clear that it is this administration's policy to again to find out what has been happening, what happened, and not to allow it to happen again. And in President Duterte's case is to find who was to accountability for what happened, because it really was a terrible tragedy and it may have been unnecessary.
We hope that that will be a suitable and fitting honor that we give to our fallen soldiers.